Hi everyone, Lisdalia here, aka the Queen of Hearts. Today we're watching Stranger Things Season 1, Episode 3. So, big thing happened on the channel today. We just hit 50 subscribers. I'm so beyond thankful to everyone for all of the support and the encouragement that you've been giving. The lovely comments that you've been leaving has meant the world to me. So thank you very, very much. I really appreciate all of you who give a little bit of your time during the day to come and watch little old me. So thank you very, very much for that. So, looking back, we're now on episode 3 of Stranger Things, where we have left off. We've now got 11 showing her powers to the boys, and being a little bit more sort of forceful in what she's wanting. She's determined to hide out with Mike and his family and not let the adults know that she is there. Yet she'll, leave the room. Because she went down the stairs and Justin had to, make a big noise so she wouldn't be discovered. So, why would you walk out if you don't want them to know or discover that you're there? And then she let them go down to dinner, but she didn't want them to leave before. So why did she suddenly then be okay with them leaving? A little bit of inconsistency there. The son went and confronted Dad, who, right up there for Father of the Year, that guy. First he attacks his son when he first saw him, thinking that, no, I didn't recognize you. Dude, no. I don't care how long it has been. No. And then all that rubbish about that she'd probably just, lost him. The mother had just misplaced him somewhere, like it's a knick-knack and he's hiding underneath a pillow or something like that. Really? You've been notified, the police have reached out to you, and nothing? Father of the Year. The whole storyline with Barb and with the sister and all of high school romance and that sort of stuff. Still not really a fan of what's going on with the romancy side of thing. I don't care about any of that. I do like Barb. Barb is nice. She's very stereotypical 80s best friend. She's got that whole look down. Felt very sorry for her, but she knew and she said, but she still did what every single female best friend does. You still go along, and then you still wait while they go and do something stupid that they'll end up complaining to you about and being all upset about, that they went and did what you knew they were going to do, and you tried to say something, and then it happened. It always happens. It happens all the time. So I get it. Very interesting. Just I hope we find out what happens to her. Because when Will disappeared, he was taken by something else, but we never saw exactly what took him, and then we haven't seen anything of him since. So I don't know whether or not it's going to be the same for Barb, because I think we can say she's been taken by something else, something different. It was more like a flower sort of shaped hair with lots of teeth, whereas the other thing was kind of like a shadowy, lanky kind of humanoid shape. So I feel like they're two different things. So whether or not that means we'll actually get to see where Barb is, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping to get some answers with this episode. I do like how Hopper kind of has definitely stepped up more from the last episode. He was doing the full-on search. He was reprimanding his subordinates who were not being very kind talking about the lady who has lost her child and being rather rude and disrespectful. But he was like standing up for her and stuff. So I was pleased about how he was handling that and how he was sort of leading the charge with it all. Pleased about that. Sad still about Benny and the cafe. Rip Benny. Very sorry. You were a good guy, and there was absolutely no need for you to die. Weird that they set it up to look like a suicide. Like, if you were gonna do a cover up, it would have probably been easier. He's in a cafe with lots of hot oil and stuff. Put some oil on the ground and do like a slip and then like burn the body or whatever. Like, I'm sure there could have been other things, but like you shot him with a gun, so I'm guessing it was, you needed to make it a reason for why the gunshot was there. But you could have set things on fire and it would have covered up a lot of evidence, I would have thought. Just, not that I would know about these things, but I've watched many a show. And I'm sure that probably would have maybe been a bit more effective and not as throwing as much suspicion as it has, because I'm pretty sure Hopper is like, it seems a little bit sus that he's committed suicide. Like, I don't think Hopper believes it. So I feel like by doing this suicide route, it has thrown up more suspicion than had you done like a grease fire or some kind. I feel like that probably would have been more effective. I'm trying to work out where the heck the government building is situated in relation to all the homes and all the things. Because it feels like everything is like smack dab on top of each other. Like, it's all right there. It's so close to each other that one is basically leading to the other. The path where Will fell off his bike is right near the backyard for the teenage boy. The cafe was right there. So I understand why the cafe was right there. But some of the other buildings and stuff, I feel like they're very close together. I'm very curious as to whether or not like some sort of map exists. But I don't want to look one up because I'm worried that I'll somehow accidentally spoil things for myself. But I'm very curious as to like how close they all are to each other. What else do we have? One thing that I've been really questioning is the mother, Winona Ryder. All the things that's been going on in her house. Now, yes, she heard the breathing through the phone, and she's like, that's my son. I can understand a distraught mother hearing that and thinking, that's my son. Absolutely get it. Absolutely on board with that whole logic. What I'm not 100% sold on, however, is the things that have been going on. So, like, the stereo turning on, the lights, the whole frighteners montage moment of the face body thing coming out from the wallpaper in the wall, like, creepy. All of those things that happened is so, like, a haunting. You've got a ghost. Why would you think it's your son trying to contact you? You think you've heard him on the phone, and so therefore, and in your heart you're like, he's alive. I know he's alive. We need to find him. But all the things that were going on in the house, to me, look like the house is now haunted, in which case would imply boy is dead. If you still think it's Will, but you don't, but like, I'm very confused. Either you think it's Will and therefore you think it's dead and he's haunting the house, or you don't think it's Will and therefore you think he's alive, and the house is still haunted, but it's just not by Will. Like, that's the logic that I would be applying, but for some reason she's gone, he's tried to breathe through the phone, he's alive, there's all this stuff going on in the house, it's not haunted in any way, it must be my son trying to reach out to me. I don't know if I get that leap or that link. I'm hoping like it'll come across better this episode, but I don't quite know if I'm actually getting there. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like when you first saw this episode, did you or the last episode I should say, did you lean more towards that the house was haunted? Like it was now haunted either by Will, who was then dead, or by some other scary creature that was going on? Let me know. I'd be really curious as to what everybody sort of thought when they first saw all that sort of stuff. Anybody who's interested in any full-length reactions, I now have a Patreon where you can get exclusive early access to my videos. You can vote in polls as to what I watch next. You can make suggestions as to what sort of things I might react to. All the videos there are in a watch-along style format, so you will need your own copy if you want to be your own copy of the show or the movie if you want to be joining in. But if that's something that interests you, the link will be in the description below. So, without any further ado, let's get into the show. Let's put on the good old headphones. Let's bring up the heart rate monitor. For those of you who are new to my channel, I use a heart rate monitor, and that way you can see what sort of gets my blood pumping, what gets the heart going. I use my Apple Watch for it, and that's where all the information is coming from. Let's bring up the show, and let's get into it. Chapter 3, Holly Jolly. So it was obviously trying to grab her, but that pool was a very confined spot. So, like, what does it do? I don't understand. I don't know. I'm assuming Nancy's dead. Not Nancy. I mean, whatever. But I'm assuming Barb is dead. So she obviously didn't get away from the thing like Will did. So how did Will get away? Because when he was, if it's taken him to the same thing is like our world, but
Steve,
spores and vines everywhere. Are you regretting your life choices right now?
can I please go?
You're definitely regretting your life choices, and Mom knows that something definitely went up. She just doesn't know how far it went. Alright. Why would he be back in his room if the thing had been like, had the haunting?
Can you do me a favor, Mom? Can you just try and get some sleep? Alright, I'll go make breakfast.
But that'll keep her awake longer. So you make it tea. Or a warm glass of warm milk.
Just
That'll
tell our
help her get
parents
to
we have
sleep.
AV.
Okay, concentrate, okay? Okay, one more time. Okay.
She's just looking like, what?
Use your powers, okay?
She's not a Michael! Coming!
Got it!
Yeah, 3:15.
Did she know how to tell the time?
When the numbers read 315, meet us there.
Does she know numbers?
315.
Like, we don't know what her language skills are. You're assuming she knows numbers. You're still not like, where's my best friend? You still haven't, like, you wouldn't have called her? Everything that gone down, you wouldn't have called your best friend to be like, I need to talk to you? You're finally noticing she's not there?
Where's Barb?
Shouldn't you know?
Yeah, exactly. Feel sorry for
she
Bob.
is.
Has Bob's parents not noticed that her daughter hasn't come home?
In there. Space weapons.
Their daughter, I
like
should say.
Reagan style.
Alright,
Help
you're
you?
checking out the shady government people.
Yeah, we're here for a tour.
Patrick, I got a panicked mayor, and I got reporters breathing down my neck, and I got a very upset mother.
I'm talking 10 minutes tops.
Alright. That's the way to tuck yourself in there without a warrant. Which you know you absolutely would be forced to get if you went the other way. See, now she's flying it. Are you gonna get a nosebleed again? No. So why did you get a nosebleed before? So you can use it and it's not always gonna give a nosebleed? So what's the difference? What's the difference as to when it will and when it won't? Using Lazy Boy again? I didn't know they rocked. He-Man! Had the power! I used to love She-Ra. Wow. Old school commercials. Why is she getting all weird? What's going on? She's having a flashback? The headpiece. She gotta lift it. Crush it. And now we've got a nosebleed. Is it when she's first learning how to do things? So he's very happy, but she's a little concerned that her nose is bleeding. Which it would be. So a lot of lights. What are you doing? So you can hang up lights. Okay, so I get the lot. You want more lights so he can use the lights. Okay, absolutely look insane. Good thing it's near Christmas time, right?
Jory.
Don't mind me asking, what are you guys doing here?
You're asking the wrong guy.
So he's now inside the
Is that
building.
the 6th and 7th we're seeing here?
That's correct.
Is that it?
Like I said, we would have seen him.
7th, we had a search party out for Will. You remember anything about that night?
It was raining.
Much to remember. Called it off.
And it was raining on the tape.
Yeah, a lot of rain that night. See any rain on that tape?
Harbour is smart. Very, very smart. So we got more sports. So this is something to look like where the thing took Barb. Or it was like that already. So is it like the other... I'm going to call it a dimension because that's going to be the easiest way to talk about it. Is it like that is trying to come through to this side? It's coming through, or we accidentally went... Like, it found us or we accidentally found them? Now where are you going? Just exploring the house. So Nancy's room? All color coordinated. Tom Cruise on the wall. Is that gonna trigger something? Why? What's going on? No? Made you upset. Why? Cookboard. A lot of these TV shows have big corkboards like that filled with like photos and things. I never did that. I always used a photo album. I never used a corkboard like that. I just used a photo album. Okay. So is she gonna know that Barb's been taken? And if so, how does she know?
Oh, thanks, man.
Barbara. She's not here today.
I seriously have no idea who you're talking about.
Rude.
Don't be an ass, man. Did you...
Shut up, Lucas.
Yeah, shut up, Lucas.
Lucas!
Doing back here?
Okay, thank
Probably
you.
looking for their missing friend.
Thank you, show,
That's
for
not funny.
eventually actually saying his name
Serious.
again so
He's
that
in
way I can
danger.
find out
hate
what
to
it
break it to you,
is.
Toothless. How about this one? Yeah, this is the monster killer.
So I had to find the perfect rock. Why aren't you getting like a collection of rocks? Who says that one's gonna be enough? And now you're developing the photos. Okay. Still creepy, dude. Dude, why? Why? Why are you developing these ones? I get that you've taken them, but why are you Yeah, see, you know it's creepy. Peeping Tom. Not cool. Not cool. Wow. Oh. Okay. Okay.
I brought you a casserole.
Which is what they did.
Thank you.
I mean, it's nice that one of the other parents is finally reaching out. Like, obviously, these kids are all close enough. Like, you would assume that the parents would all interact with each other if the kids are, like, best friends like that. In this sort of suburb, in this sort of time period, in this sort of show. But, like, none of them have reached out to her. I'm understand she's definitely on the outs, but still.
Marissa, hey, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
The librarian.
What's wrong with it being a librarian? There's nothing wrong with that.
I put the lights up. No, he feel like he was home.
So you're saying what you need to say so you don't look like a crazy person. Because honestly, you look like a crazy person. I'm so nervous about this little girl. Is it gonna like burst? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Hey! She shouldn't.
I was just wondering, is Barb there?
No, she hasn't come home yet.
I just remembered. She's at the library. Sorry to bother you.
Okay, you are the worst friend. You know that somebody in your town has gone missing. You can't find your friend.
See, you can tell that he knows it was wrong, but man, that's the thing about perverts. It's hardwired into them, you know, they just can't help themselves.
I mean, like, they're not wrong, but
So,
Oh, please, not the camera.
don't break
Okay.
it. That'll be expensive, man.
here you go, man.
Dude. I mean, I understand about the pictures. Absolutely, I do. But god damn, that was harsh. God damn. Very, very harsh. Like, that would be so expensive. So now she's left. Oh, she's gone to the power lines. Kitty! Wait, don't you like kitties? You don't like a lot of things. A lot of things make you upset, and I don't understand why. Okay. Why? Are you gonna have to... Are you being told to do something to the cat? I hope not. Are you being told to crush the cat? And she doesn't want to do it. No. So she's punished. Oh! Look at all the veins out of her face. Look at all the capillaries and the veins and that coming here. And the blood from the ear and the nose. Show affection. Alright. So... Okay, it's in a very creepy way. But is he, like, all incredible just about the mind? He doesn't actually care about her. He just cares about her mind. Because when he was like, it was straight away the head. We're getting a lot more backstory with her, which I appreciate. A lot of it in this episode, but it's been a couple of flashbacky things.
We only have a few.
Oh, nice. Where are you going?
I totally forgot. I told my mom I would do something with her.
Okay. Please tell me she's going to go and try to find Barb.
What?
Otherwise, worst friend ever.
That, I was tripped by this mouth breather Troy, okay?
Mouth breather.
Mouth breather?
Thank you.
You know, a dumb person.
I look forward to her having more confidence and speaking more, a little bit louder and a little bit clearer, but a bit lovely. So now she's found Barb's car. and realize that she hasn't left. Okay. Are you sneaking into his place? Alright, are you gonna see something of hers? Will something of hers be there still? Are you gonna find something? Or someone?
Barb!
So there was the creature there and she's gone running away. Okay, so he can... Whatever it is, particular lights are going on. What are you doing?
Will, are you here?
What are you? Why are you doing it in there?
Millie, once for yes, twice for no. Can you do that for me, sweetie? Can you do that?
What if it can only light up once? You haven't checked to make sure that it can do it more than once.
Can you tell me where you are? Can you?
You've only given him yes or no. How was he meant to tell you that? Whether yes or a no? And why are you hiding in a cupboard? Why are you having this conversation in a cupboard? See, there we go. Using our brain. Alright. Using our head. Clever. Like it.
Take a look at this. Dr. Martin Brenner. Who? Brenner. He runs Hawkins' lab. You don't find that interesting?
What interesting?
Not really.
It doesn't actually say anything yet.
Come on, look at that. Hospital gowns, all of them. Now that piece of fabric that the teacher found by the pipe, that sure looked like a hospital gown to me, huh? Am I wrong?
I don't know, Chief.
Come on, man.
Hey, Powell, is the chief with you?
Harbour here. What do you got?
Finally. Finally something to do with Bob. Poor Bob. Nancy's the worst friend. Though at least she finally stepped up. Now where are they going? This is like a massive woods. They're going to Will's house.
Here. Hiding. No,
He's hiding
this
here.
is where he lives.
He's hiding
missing
here.
from here. Understand?
That's a lot of police and ambulance. And she never heard them arguing outside? I know she's like in her zone and in her own little world, but still you never heard the kids yelling outside the house?
Okay, baby, talk to me.
If you're wanting to hear like your son, you'd be listening for like children's voices.
Good. That's good. Come on.
R-I
G
H
T
T
H
H
E R E.
right here.
Here.
R U run. Ooh.
Oh God.
What the fuck was that?
It's Will. It's really Will.
Is it?
You're supposed to help us find him alive. You said he was alive.
Is that actually Will or is that Bob? Must be Will. Yeah, the police are coming to tell him. You can see them in the background.
Just for one day.
So he had been hiding and then he was found. And he tried to warn her to get away. Man. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Wow. Holy moly. Okay. Need a moment to process. So, where is Barb's body? If Barb was killed first, is she going to appear in the lake, in the quarry? Like, that seems like it was a very short time frame from where he was hiding out in the so he was hiding out at home, sending signals to his mum to say, I'm right here, and then the thing was near and he's warned her to run, and then obviously it's caught him. Well, is there more than one? Because that, like, one would be coming out of the wall and then one has caught him. And, or it, like, it came out of the wall. Yeah, I feel like there has to be more than one for it to, him to, and then they've taken him over to the quarry, which is obviously, like, a decent distance away from the house, and taken his body there. The time frame from that seems a little weird, because how long was the body there before it was, like, so was he dead? No, because he said he was alive with the lights. I'm very confused. He said he was alive with the lights. We don't actually know that it was Will doing the lights. We've just assumed it was Will. It could have been the creature, but the creature wouldn't want her to run unless that's part of its fun. And then, like, I don't know how far she ran away from the house after being told to run. And the cops are now already on their way towards them to give them the news. So the body's already been found, and it would have taken some time for A, the body to be found, B, to get the police there, and then to get out to where they are. That would have taken some time. So that is, like, unless there's, like, a portal there to the quarry, like, I got you, I kill you, and then I'm gonna just spit you out wherever. But still, even the timing for that doesn't seem right. Like, he would have been. The only way I can think that the lights were not real. It doesn't make any sense. It was something that was trying to warn her and get through to Mum, but the lights were not real. That time frame for when she was given the warning to run versus when the body was found, would have been found at the quarry, don't line up. The body would have been found long before she was given the warning to run. Given the fact that we're seeing the cars come up. I'm going off that. Like, we're seeing the cars come. They've already been and seen and known, and they're now going to tell her. So that would have been a good amount of time. She's, like, run from there. She's not spent, like, the last hour running or the last 30 minutes running. Like, she's a decent distance from the house, but not that decent of a distance. So I don't think that the lights was Will. But if it's not Will, what else is it? And how and why warn her? So I feel like the timing seems a little bit out. I feel very sorry for Barb that nobody noticed she was gone until, like, heaps late. Nobody did anything. And there's been no, she's now finally, like, admitted, like, Nancy, about the whole thing. That just, rip Barb. Nancy did a dirty on you, man. Not cool. Not cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm very sorry to Barb. I'm assuming Barbie's dead. I don't know where Barb's body would be. Whether or not there will be no body. Like, if Barb was eaten, would there be a body, or was Barb just killed? So are they're taken, but the creature takes them to this other side, we'll call it, or takes them to the other side of this other dimension place, and then in Barb's case, it did something to her, and we now don't know what it did, but it obviously needed her across on their side to get something from her. Will managed to get away, and eventually has obviously been caught, but then the body's been brought back onto our side and left in the quarry. And I don't know why. Why would you bring it back? Like, if you get all the trouble to take it to your side, why not just kill it on the, like, why go to the effort to grab it, grab them, bring them over to yours, do something, and then take them back here? Why not just leave them here? Is it like a pollution thing? It's like a rubbish thing? You don't want to leave the rubbish on your side? You want to, like, leave it over there, so this is like your dumping ground, so you don't, like, dirty up your area sort of thing? Is that what it is? I don't know, it just seems a little weird that they would grab it, take it back. Like, if it's like a resource thing or like a food source thing, it's not as if we go to the shops, bring the food home, eat the food, and then take the rubbish back to the shops. Like, you get what my meaning is? Because that's where I feel like this is. It's not like we go and get a thing, we use it, and then we take whatever we don't need back to where we got it from. We don't do that. So I don't understand what the logic is of that. Granted, like, we wanted to have something found, but it just seems a little weird, a little strange. I mean, it is called Stranger Things for a reason, so, you know, it's living up to its name. So, you know, okay. I like Hopper. I'm getting more and more on board with Hopper. I'm liking he's smart. I'm liking his responses to things. I like that he's actually putting in effort. He's not a great one when it comes to the ladies. And, like, on a personal note, he's not exactly, like, there's some things going on there, but I'm hoping over time that will be redeemed. But from a police chief perspective, I understand why he has the job, completely on board with all the work that's going on there. I like it. The subordinates, could give or take them, but it's definitely giving small town cop vibes who, you know, don't really know that much and don't really want to put that much effort in and want to kind of just go the stereotypical and believe in stereotypes and all that sort of stuff. So it definitely has that sort of vibes. Winona Ryder. Performance. Outstanding performance. However, the character, a little cray-cray. And I understand why she's a little cray-cray. I absolutely get it. But still, a little cray-cray. And why did she not go down like, my house is... I still don't understand why she didn't think her house is haunted, rather than it's haunted by Will. If it's haunted, Will's dead. If it is Will... Like, I still don't know... That did not improve my confusion over that. This episode did not confuse... Can ease that up. The letters with the lights, clever. Very much should have set it up like a Ouija board. The letters, yes, no, and is that all the things that are on a Ouija board? It's just, and numbers? Isn't it numbers as well on a Ouija board? Numbers, letters, yes and no. That's what I would do if you're trying to contact the other side, the most well-known way. And the Ouija board was out then, wasn't it? That existed. So you'd have like a basic frame of reference, because it was like a board game in the 80s, wasn't it? I'm sure it was like a board game. So yeah, I would absolutely like have done a Ouija board on the wall rather than just the letters. But you know, it was progress. It was progress. Harsh with the older brother with the breaking of the camera, but absolutely, I'm glad that they were like, dude, this is not cool. This is creepy, and they ripped up the photos. Glad about that because it was very, yeah, it was creepy and it was peepee and not cool. 11, I feel so sorry for. I was sorry for her and all the stuff and all, yeah. I appreciate that we got more backstory with everything that's involved there. I feel like it's going to get a little bit much if every time we're going to have a flashback to something traumatic that happened to her, she's going to do, like, see a thing and then get all, and then we do the flashback. That might get a little much. I do certainly want all the information, but I do hope there's other ways that we're shown flashbacks. Rather than just like she gets triggered and we see one. That would be, I would like that. The shady government guys are still shady. Still shady. Okay. Do we think shady doctor government guy is actually her father? Or she was somehow gotten hold of, whether or not she's come from the other side or she was taken from somebody here and he has just told her to call him Papa. Let me know. Put your answer in the comments down below. Let me know whether or not you think or you thought, like if you know the answer, please don't spoil it for me, but if you thought at the time that he in fact was her father, or he was just like telling her to call him that. I'd be curious because I'm really not sure yet. I'm really not 100% sold on what the relationship is there. I'd be very curious about all of that. So yeah, that's all I got. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're not, and ring that notification bell and select all so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Much love, everybody. Bye!